What's going on, guys? Bijan here. So this guy on Craigslist tried to scam me, so of course we have to troll him and let's have some fun. If you want to know how not to get scammed on Craigslist and how to be safe when selling stuff on Craigslist, stick around till the end of this video. The Google Voice Craigslist scam. Now, if any of you have tried to post anything on Craigslist in the past few months, you've noticed a huge influx of randomly generated phone numbers texting you to, oh, we need to verify your identity, or we need to verify that you're a real seller. Please verify this code that we are going to send you. Now, that is a scam. Essentially, what they're doing is they're trying to get into your Google Voice account, and then they can use your phone number to post all over the internet. I'm not condoning or recommending this, but to understand a scammer, we have to get into the head of a scammer. So they're using this Google Voice scam to get your phone number. They're probably going to attach it to other Craigslist listings. What they'll do is maybe they'll make a fake apartment listing. They'll say, hey, we need you to send a security deposit. Please send it through Cash App or Venmo, and then they'll disappear. And because there was a specific phone number attached that isn't a randomly generated Google Voice phone number, it may not raise the same red flags. Now, I got a bunch of these because I'm moving, so I listed some of my stuff on Craigslist, and this one scammer just kept going and going, so I started to troll him and have some fun. Now, this interaction went the same way a usual Craigslist interaction does. So they sent me a text about the item that I'm selling. In this instance, it was a TV stand. They're saying, is it still for sale? If it is, I want to buy it. I told them, no problem, let's set up a time for you to come pick it up. And then their next text was, hey, I just need to verify your identity. Can I please send you a code? Now, I've gotten tons of these Google Voice scam texts, so I already had a response ready to go. I told them if they want verification that this item is real and that I am real, I can set them up an appointment and they can come in person to check out this TV stand to make sure it's really a TV stand. I'm not asking them for any money. That's the most logical way to conduct business. And this scammer must be new because he just kept going and going instead of just letting it go. And then he said, I'm not like any other buyers. I'm a real buyer. Are you a fake seller? And I told him straight up, I've gotten this Google Voice text from probably about 20 other people just that day. I know how this goes. I'm not going to send you any code. If you want to set up an appointment, I can set you up one to come check out the TV stand. This guy was clearly not getting it. He was asking if I was fake again, and I had to reiterate again that if you want to see the item, if you want to buy this item, we can set up an appointment. You can come out and check it out to ensure that it's real. And then this guy continued to call me a faker, a cheater, and a butcher. I guess maybe he thinks I'm cutting up meat on my free time, but I don't know where he's trying to go with that. And then he tried to go on to say that true sellers are willing to verify fake sellers or not, and this is about how the rest of the conversation went. I was thinking about posting this on Twitter, but it made me laugh, so I'm like, you know what, let me take this over to YouTube and see what everybody thinks of it. Now, the last text I sent him was, what is your name? Because I know he's probably going to give me some ridiculous John Doe or John Smith, some randomly generated name, but I'm curious to see what he will say or if he'll even respond. If he does, after I end up editing this video, then I'll add that into the end of the video. Now, trolling scammers is always fun when you fully understand the scam and you know what they're trying to do and what they're trying to get. Now, you want to never comply with these sorts of people. You are conducting business. You want to sell something, they ask you to meet up, you tell them where, you sell the item, that's about it. Anything else outside of that, asking for credit card numbers, if they can send you a check, a Google Voice code, all of those are scams. Be careful if you're listing anything on Craigslist. These Google Voice scams have become huge. Like I said, they're trying to get into your Google Voice account and use your phone number to put on other listings, because putting a Google Voice phone number on a listing is a red flag, but putting a real phone number on a listing eliminates that red flag. There's also a ton of other scams on Craigslist. People ask you to sell them without you ever meeting them, or for something you haven't seen. They ask to send you a check or a cashier's check, and then they'll pay you your asking price. All of those are fake. If you're selling something on Craigslist, you guys meet up, you show them the item. If they want it, they give you cash, no checks, no cashier's checks, and then also make sure the cash they are giving you is not fake. There's a lot of little ways to tell, but some basic ones are on the bottom right. Every bill has a little color shift from copper to green, a $10, $20, $50, and $100 bill. And when you put the 10 to the $100 bill up to the light, you'll see 10 written from top to bottom or 20 written from top to bottom. Now, those are a few tests, but there's also the marker pen test, which is somewhat effective. Do your research before you're taking large sums of cash and double check your bills. Make sure they don't have the same serial numbers. Now, that's just my 2 cents to try to help you guys out. I've seen a lot of scams. I've sold a lot of stuff on Craigslist, and a lot of people have tried to pull the wool over my eyes, but I understand what they're doing, so I've walked away. And to my surprise, this guy responded with a name, and it wasn't John Smith or Jane Doe. Hugo Malaya. Never heard of that name. I looked it up real quick on Google. Couldn't find any matches besides a basically empty Facebook account. Now, the next thing, I asked him what his real phone number was, because that 435 phone number, I imagine, is a randomly generated Google Voice phone number. And the last part was for the laughs. I asked him for his real phone number so that I can send him a Google Voice code to verify it's him. I also think it's funny how willing this guy was to give information. You would think if you're a real person, you would second guess and be like, why are you asking me that? But no, he gave me his full name and phone number, which isn't his full name and phone number. He's just giving a random name and phone number. That all being said, don't get scammed, keep on trolling, and have fun out there.